Hi, hello everybody. This is Professor Miselli from your Math 336 course in the winter section. And I wanted to create this video so that you have an idea how our Blackboard site works. Now, this is a fully online course which is delivered asynchronously, which means that you don't have lectures during the period, during the hours our course meets, which is Monday to Friday from 9 to 1. So students will log in into the site and go over the materials themselves. But that's not to say that I don't check the website on a daily basis several times a day to see if students are, doing what they're supposed to be doing. Okay? And so we'll go over everything here with you so you're ready to go on the first day or even before that. So as you log into Blackboard, you see these three folders: the syllabus and grading policy, the slides where the learning materials are, and the folder about the assignments and daily activities. Okay, because the semester is only 15 days long, it's very intense and you have to submit assignments on a daily basis. It is going to be very difficult if you don't keep up with the course. Okay, so it's important that you realize that. So let's just briefly take a look at the syllabus and grading policy folder. You have the syllabus here, the grading policy information is here, and extremely important is the semester schedule. I'm going to click it here now so that you can see what we're going to be doing during the 15-day semester, I'm sorry. And this is already the plan for the whole semester, which here, as you can see, starts on Monday the 4th and ends on the 25th with your final exam. The final exam date and hour is already set, and you must make every effort not to miss any assignment because there are no makeups. Okay, so as you can see here, I have the days students are supposed to read the course material and submit the work. Okay, every day where you see chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, this is where you go. The folders will be visible and I'm going to show them to you. The materials will be there. You read them, you go over the examples, and there's going to be a homework associated with every chapter that needs to be submitted. Okay, I'll show you that. In addition, some days there are labs involved. Like on day 2, you have lab chapter 1, which is based on the Monday's topics. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, we'll have 3 exams. Okay, you can check that on the grading policy file. We'll have 3 exams. The first one is going to be Friday the 8th, then the 13th, and then the 20th. For students who didn't do so well in any of the 3 exams, they can do the 4th exam, which is optional, and it will replace the lowest of the 3 exams. All right, there's going to be a review for each exam posted on the folder that I'm going to show you. Students will go over the review, and the exams, exam 1, 2, and 3, will be visible. For example, in the case of the first one, the exam is going to be visible on Friday the 8th at 5 p.m. And you will have to go into Blackboard, and I'm going to show you where that will be, and take the exam. You have 3 days to take the exam. You can take it Friday, you can take it Saturday, you can take it Sunday. But once you start, you must finish. So, I have all sorts of information in detail. You may have questions right now, but for now, it's important that you understand that the exams will have a window to be start it and submit it. But once you start, you have to finish. Same thing for the second exam and the third exam. The second exam is visible from Wednesday to Friday. Same thing with the third. The fourth exam, which is optional, visible from Thursday to Friday. The final is already set for our course. Okay, it's on the 25th, and you don't have a choice. You're going to take it from 9 to 11:10 a.m. Okay, you must make every effort not to miss the final because the department does not give makeups. Okay, if you miss it, you will get 0. And you should later, after the video, go back to this file and read all of this information I have here for you guys. Okay, so that's the semester schedule. We'll talk a little bit later about the email guidelines in case you need to contact me. And these other files, we'll discuss them later on. Okay. So as you log into Blackboard, you see these 3 folders again. The second folder, which is called Courses, Slides, and Videos, this is where the materials are. And I made them as simple as possible. These are all PDF files, okay, associated with the days of the week we're going to have class. For those of you who want a little bit more information, the videos are here. Most of these videos are not mine, but they're very good and related to our topics. Okay. So the learning materials are here, and the daily activities and assignments folder will have all of the assignments for you guys. Now, you will see this folder in the very beginning, unless when you log into Blackboard on the first day of class, which is January 4th, you won't see anything. It's going to be empty. If you log into Blackboard before, you see nothing here. But as the days progress, the folders will become visible. The first folder will become visible on January 4th, the second on January 5th, and so on and so forth. Okay, let me just click on one so that you can see what you will see inside these folders once they're visible. You will have information on how to proceed. You will have to, according to the semester schedule, right, I want you to follow the semester schedule and see what you need to do for the particular day. So for example, for January 4th, click on semester schedule. And on January 4th, which by the way is our first day, you will read chapter 1, hopefully watch the intro video. And these are the practice folders. Okay. Take a look at those, and these are the topics or the type of problems you need to be able to do to make sure that you understand the information on chapter 1. After all of this is done, then the homework one, it will become visible. Okay, you will go in, this is like a test, you will have 2 chances to submit the homework. You can try it once, you can see your grade, and if you're not satisfied, you can do it again. All right, as long as it's done by the due date. The due date for every assignment, as you can see here, and I'll remind you throughout the semester, is at the end of every day. So according to the semester schedule, chapter 1 is due on January 4th. You will read the folder in the slides and videos folder. You will read the chapter, the PDF file on chapter 1. In that folder, you will attempt to do some of these problems for practice, and then you will do the homework. The worksheets are only for practice. They don't have to be submitted. But the homework on Blackboard counts. So the homework chapter 1, homework chapter 2, these need to be submitted and they count as grade. Okay, so the semester will go this way. Every day, one folder is going to become visible. Instructions will be there for you to follow, which will consist pretty much about reading the chapter associated with your day, doing the worksheets, they don't need to be submitted, and then doing the homework that needs to be submitted. In some days, there will be a lab. For example, on January 5th, here's January 5th. If you take a look at the semester schedule again, you see chapter 2 and lab 1. So let's go back. You will read chapter 2. You will do the worksheets. You will do the homework for chapter 2, just as before, and you have 2 attempts, but they all need to be done within or before the due date. After the homework is done, you will have to do the labs, right? So I'm not going to click on this right now. I'll wait for you to get to this point. It's just a set of problems, and I have instructions for you guys here about how to do it. Once the lab is done, you do it manually. You will click on the Dropbox lab submission link, and you will read the instructions here, and you will submit the lab through the link. So you will see something like this. MA336 lab, take a picture of your work and submit the single file through this link. You just add file and submit the file here. Okay? Not every day you have a lab, all right? But on the days that you do have a lab, they all need to be done, the homework and the lab, by the end of the day, all right? Because this is winter, we only have 14 days of classes, actually 13, because one is the final, and we don't have class on Martin Luther King's Day. So it's very short, and we have to, keep up with the material as much as we can. All right, so pretty much this is how the Blackboard site works. These folders will become visible as we get to the date. So please don't email me saying, Professor, I don't see the folders. You are not going to see the folder for January 4th until we get to January 4th. You're not going to see the folder for January 5th until we get to January 5th, and so on and so forth. Okay? All right. When we get to the exams, I'll show you what to do, but they're here. Just a quick mention. So your first exam, you can see that on the semester schedule, but you will be able to see it here. So January 8th is your first exam, and there will be instructions for you to follow. I'll post an announcement, and people will know what to do. For the exam, as you can see on the semester schedule, you will have, I give you a window of 3 days to take it. Once you start, you must finish, okay? But if you can't take it on Friday, you can take it on, for the first one, you can take it on Saturday. If you cannot take it on Saturday, you can take it on Sunday. For the second, you have a window of Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and the same thing for the third one. The final is fixed, okay? You don't have a window to do that. All right, so these are how the 3 folders work. On the side here, I will have announcements for you guys. So once you log into Blackboard, you make sure you read all announcements. There's a file on how to get started. I want you guys to read it. They'll have information about how to proceed in more detail. I want you to read the email etiquette file, how to send email to your professors. If you're only taking my course during the winter, you're only going to be emailing me. But during the semester, I want you to make sure that you know how to send an email as a professional person. Okay, so make sure you read all of this information, and when you have to contact me, do it properly. My information how to contact me is under Contact Professor Misali. We'll have office hours from 3:10 to 4 o'clock, okay? And it's done through emails. It's not done through Zoom or WebEx. So So this is how to contact me. You already know about the semester schedule. The link is right here, and the course documents is these three main folders. The other links are all links, you know, from the school itself and from Blackboard. You know, the tutoring center, disability services, and your grades are here. Once you start submitting assignments, they'll appear here. Now, even though this course is done asynchronously, which means we do not have lectures for the course, I will be online every day at 12:10, from 12:10 to 1 o'clock, for students who have questions about the material that you covered on that particular day. So for example, on January 4th, let's go to semester schedule again. On January 4th, which is our first day, you're supposed to read chapter 1. So hopefully you will do so from 9 to 10 to 11 or 12. And at 12, if you have questions about the topic, about anything else, you can join the Zoom session. You just click on the Zoom session link, and I will be waiting for you guys, whomever wants to come. If the whole class comes, I can explain things. I can go over certain things. This is not a lecture about chapter 1. Okay, so I'll be here for 50 minutes. And this session can answer questions about the day's topics, can answer questions about labs, can answer questions about exams, can answer questions about homeworks or any other issues you guys are having on that particular day. Okay. If you don't want to join, you don't have to join. This is absolutely optional. It's not required. So as you read the information on the semester schedule, here is item, I don't know if I have one of the items here dealing with the Zoom sessions being optional. Yes, I do. It's item 2. Support for the course is given synchronously on Zoom from 12 to 12:50 or from 12:10 to 1. This is optional. Students are not required to join. So do not feel under obligation to join. Okay, the whole point of having a fully online course is that you're not forced to be in class at a particular time, especially since many students cannot come from 9 to 1. Okay, so this is done to help you guys pass the course. Okay, anything that I can do to help you pass the course, I am willing to do. I hope you guys will have a great semester. Okay, this is going to be visible on Blackboard as of Thursday the 30th or the 31st. Our class only begins on January the 4th, but we want to be ready because the semester goes very, very quickly. And I want all of you guys to pass the course. All right? So I hope you guys have a great semester. Please do not hesitate to call me, meaning email me, since I'm not going to be in the office during the winter. Even though, if I am, my office information is here. Okay. So you can contact me, but do not go to the office. But my office is here. All right. My extension is here. My office number is here. But we're going to be doing this, you know, through emails. Okay. All right. So we'll stop with the video. This is already enough information for you guys to begin. Let me know if you have any other questions as we progress to the course. All right. So I'll see you soon. Have a great semester.